Hello again, football fans. Welcome to this special playoff presentation of Massillon Tigers football from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium in the City of Champions. David Wilson reporting. I'll be joined a little bit later on by Jim Ballard for analysis and commentary as the Tigers begin the postseason as they entertain the Hoover Vikings. It's a Stark County matchup tonight. Massillon comes in at 7-3. They were the number 3 seed in Division II, Region 7. Hoover, the number 6 seed, they advanced with a Week 1 victory against Columbus Northland 50-6. They come into this game with a record of 9-2. All time against Hoover, Massillon is 5-1. They have not played since 2020. They will meet tonight in playoff action. It is 54 degrees and a perfect night for high school football. A little on the damp side, but a lot of the precipitation moving out of the area. The Massillon Tigers swing band is on the field for pregame entertainment. We'll step aside, let you enjoy all the sights and sounds of Paul Brown Tiger Stadium, and we'll be back with all the play-by-play coverage coming up in just a while. It's the Tigers and the Vikings tonight on MC-TV and WHS-TV.
supervisor directing. Please stand for the Massillon Washington High School alma mater. With Jason Neal directing, please stand and join in the singing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Hello again, fans. Welcome back to Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. It is playoff time for the Massillon Tigers. David Wilson, joined by Jim Ballard. Greg Wilson in the booth is our spotter. Bill DeWall, Jason Rock at the controls for WHS-TV production. Massillon 7-3. They won the toss and deferred to the second half. Anthony Montana will be our referee this evening. He will make all the penalty announcements. We'll give you his crew in just a bit. But Jim Ballard, welcome back. Say hello to all of our fans. Welcome to the booth. Playoff time, partner.
Yes, it is. Glad to see that the rain kind of subsided a little bit. Got a little chill in the air. Definitely playoff football weather. It's going to be a great game. Two great, outstanding teams, not too far away. Hoover, the big win last week, throwing a 50 burger on Northland, and Massillon was able to get that rest which they needed emotionally, but just physically as well. Xavier Owens still having that shoulder issue. We might see a little Lemon Lennox tonight. Massillon was able to step away, kind of clean up the cobwebs, kind of decompress from that big win against McKinley in Week 10, and I'm excited for one heck of a ball game tonight. Yeah,
it's the first year we've had byes in the playoffs. Massillon earned that with that top 4 spot. They are the number 3 seed. Hoover, the number 6. They are 9-2 in terms of just all-time performance against Stark County opponents, Jim. Massillon, and of course it's not really going to affect things tonight, but it's fun for us to talk about it. They've won 27 straight against Stark County opponents.
Yeah, it's funny. You go to all the social media pages, whether it's X or you know, TikTok or whatever, but TikTok, but Massillon always claims to be the Federal League champ, because every time they run into a Federal League team, they seem to put the boom down on them, with the exception of a couple years ago, handful of years ago when Green got them. But Massillon's excited for this opportunity. I was talking to Coach Baum, the head coach at Hoover. He's ready to go. You know, they were able to, you know, kind of rest their starters because they got up so fast last week, able to rest, get that running clock, get some young guys some experience. So both teams coming in, you know, pretty close to being healthy compared to the beginning of the season. So we're probably going to see, or at least we should see, the best out of both these teams tonight.
Hoover is in their white jerseys, orange helmets. Massillon in the all blacks. Jack Andes and Bryson Byer back deep for Hoover. And we are ready for action. Here comes the opening kickoff of this second round playoff game. And it is a booming kick back to the goal line, and it will be a touchback. We'll be talking about all the personnel, but that was the first touch of the night, Jim, for Jack Andes. He's a 5'10", 175-pound senior. I just listed him on my chart as an athlete. He will line up all over the field.
The kid is an absolute stud. He was able to fill in for Collins when he went down with a leg injury early in the season. They put him in the wildcat position. I mean, he's a guy who can do it in all 3 phases of the game. He has interceptions on defense. He's got a nose for the ball. He's returned 2 kicks for touchdowns. He's had a rushing touchdown, throwing touchdown, as well as receiving touchdown. So Hoover's going to look to get him the ball a lot and see if they can get him in space and force Massillon to tackle him in the open field.
They do start with an empty backfield and a 5-receiver set. John Collins, the quarterback, straight ahead. He gets tripped up immediately by the Tigers. Nice tackle up front by Wyatt Porter, the defensive end. Short gain for John Collins. He's 6'3", 190, a senior. He's completing 59% of his passes, averaging 151 yards per game. He has thrown 18 touchdowns and only 4 INTs. Some movement on the line. That will go against the Tigers.
Dead ball, encroachment defense, 5 yards, second down.
Anthony Montana joined by Eric Marino as the umpire. Joe Butera is the linesman. Patrick Montana the line judge. Robert Marino the back judge. John Patton is the center judge. They'll make the impartial calls tonight. Post route right down the seam. It's caught. Big yardage for Andes. It's a foot race. He will go in for the score.
Wow. Right out the gate. We were
Jack
talking about
Andes. Wow.
We were talking about getting him the ball in open space. And there it was. Massillon tried to man up on him with no safeties in the middle of the field. Andes just runs a post route, gets behind Jaden Williams. Jaden thought he had safety help over the top, which he should have. Andy takes the middle of the field. Great read by Collins, just taking a couple steps, sticking his foot in the ground and laying it up down the middle. And this Hoover team getting off the bus, ready to go.
Their place kicker is David Wadley. That play goes for 73 yards. 2 plays, 80-yard drive. Only took 51 seconds. 11:09 to go, first quarter. And Hoover strikes first. They're up 6-0. Holder is Aiden Kavanaugh. The short snapper is Parker Solosky. The kick up and good. 7-0 Hoover. Massillon ball when we come right back on MCTV.
If you dare to be a pizza pro, the new Stone-Baked Pizza Mode from Frigidaire is all you. Second to none for restaurant quality, it's dough to done in 2 minutes. And in the oven that dares to have the most range, it's just one of 15+ cooking modes. When you dare to bring more flavor to the table, dare to expect more from your oven. Frigidaire.
Experience the difference of family-owned business. Home Appliance Company, where great value meets exceptional service.
Well, the Hoover Vikings get the big connection. John Collins with his 19th touchdown pass. Jack Andes catches it. That's his 13th touchdown reception. But he just picked up speed, Jimmy. Turned on the Jets.
Yeah, he's exceptionally fast. As a matter of fact, he's a 2-star stud. 2 sports star stud, I should say, committed to Bowling Green to play baseball.
Here comes the kickoff. Joey Riedlinger is the kickoff specialist. He's a sophomore, and he will hit a line drive kick that's going to scoot over toward the 10-yard line on the numbers. Brought back by Deontay Malone. He sees both sides of the field, turns the corner, and got wiped out near the 27-yard line. So the Massillon Tigers will come out. Malone tackled by Tion Ledwell. And so here come the Tigers now, coached by Nate Moore in his 11th year. That big offensive line will try and protect Manny Patterson, and they need a big game for Manny tonight, Jim.
Yeah, they certainly do. They should get it, too, because Hoover likes to play a 4-3 with 1 high safety, which means they're either going to play a 3 deep zone coverage or they're going to play man-to-man with a free safety free.
27-yard line is where the Tigers start out. Quick hitch to Malone, pushes his way forward close to the 37, should be good for a first down. 10-yard pickup for Deontay Malone. Comes into tonight's game 28 catches, that being number 29, and it's over 400 yards with 6 touchdowns.
Manny Patterson taking that quick hitch route. Hoover rolled their safety down to a cover 3, leaving that flat area wide open. It's a matchup nightmare for these corners for Hoover.
Allman is in at tight end. Himes in at fullback. To throw Patterson. Now Jackson catches it on the boundary line. He's out of bounds. All the way up to the 49-yard line. Another first down. That one goes for 12 yards.
Good job by the offensive coordinator, Barberi. Again, shifting in different players, going to a big personnel, but still lining that wide receiver one-on-one outside in the flat area, playing cover 3. Look for Massillon again to continue to pound the ball in the flats and look for him to go up the seams.
Jake Lukens made the stop. Running play for Owens. He's into open space inside the numbers on the left hash, and he will glide in for the touchdown. 51 yards for one Xavier Owens. Massillon on the board. It's 7-6 Vikings with the PAT coming up.
Xavier Owens just patient. Safety takes a bad angle with the speed of Owens just down the seam and out the door. Massillon with a quick answer.
Xavier Owens averaging 108 yards a game. Massillon counters the 10:26 mark with a 3-play, 73-yard drive. It took only 35 seconds. There's Herrera. He boots that one through the way he has done all year. Now 40 for 40. 10:26 to go, first quarter. We've got ourselves a hot one right out of the starting gate, right back to Paul Brown Tiger Stadium after this.
Most of us are engaged with the internet in one way or another every day. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, engaged. MCTV cares about keeping you engaged, no matter what's thrown your way. Need an upgrade? Choose from a range of reliable options, including whole home Wi-Fi. MCTV. We go the extra smile.
Krause's Pizza bringing you first half action. 7-7. Big plays ruling the game so far. .26 on the clock, first quarter.
It's like an Arena League game already, partner.
If you blink, you might miss a touchdown or two, Jim.
14 points in a minute and 34 seconds. Didn't see that one coming.
Well, you talked about the playmakers on both sides. Vikings 9-2 for a reason. They were 4-2 in the Federal League, coached by Brian Baum. They defeated Columbus Northland 50-6 last week in their opening playoff round. Collins threw 4 touchdown passes. This one will bounce to Andes at the 3. It's across the 20, shakes a tackle, but then they drag him down near the 22-yard line. Tackled by the Tigers' Josh Williams. And the Vikings will take over. Their big offensive line is anchored, Jim, by Jack Ziarko. He's a two-way lineman. He'll play left tackle. He's a senior headed to Miami, Ohio. Wyatt Vizzini is the left guard. Brian Girdlestone, the center. Ian Kirkpatrick, the right guard. Nolan Martin, the right tackle. We've got maybe some talking going on the sideline from the Tigers, and it drew a flag.
Sideline warning. Massillon has to first.
Line judge did not seem very happy down there.
Not sure what the dialogue was about. Didn't see anything on the kickoff, but Coach Moore decided to have some words.
Try to get this drive started. 1st and 10 for the Hoover Vikings. Andy's carrying. Got through the lineman and powers his way across the 30. The Tigers are trying to rip the ball out. Tackled right on the 30. 8-yard pickup. Tackle by Maxheimer, among others.
The leg drive.
Hoover started the season 6-0. They lost their Week 7 game to McKinley and then to Lake in Week 9.
Massillon switching up to a 3-man front, kind of dropping back. See if they drop 8 with Hoover going a lot of empty sets so far.
2nd and 2. They go to the outside. Pass was caught out there by Chris Carter, the junior, with his 10th catch of the season. That's good for a first down. They move the chains. Ball at the 35-yard line. 2 big play touchdowns so far. If you've joined us late, Xavier Owens ran it in from 51 out. And Jack Andes caught a 73-yard catch and run.
I believe it was, what, the 3rd play of the game?
Both teams came out fired up. Collins hands it off to Andes, picking his way forward. Got tripped up. He crossed the 40, got to the 41-yard line. Jaden Williams making his first tackle of the night. The senior comes into tonight's action with 95 tackles on the year.
Just love the patience by Andes. We saw the speed and the burst that he had on the catch down the seam. But very patient runner.
They'll snap it to Collins. He'll keep it. And he has room across midfield. out of bounds in Massillon territory at around the 43-yard line. Nice keeper there. Just got out of bounds before taking a hit. They're into Massillon real estate now. Ball is marked out at the 42. Collins, a very effective runner. Andy's on the carry. He just slithers through, breaks tackles. Williams got him out of bounds, but inside the 30-yard line. Andy's coming in as a ball carrier, 79 carries, 553 yards, 7 touchdowns. He catches. Mentioned his 49th catch on that touchdown. And he's also 8 of 12 passing, as you alluded to, Jim.
The guy can do it all. I was saying, you could see the big offensive tackle, Ziarko, pulling around for Collins.
They'll do it again. They open up a big hole there in the red zone now. Collins angles out of bounds. Hoover moving the ball very easily here. 7:59 and counting. Williams another tackle. 7th play of the drive is coming up.
Blocked by number 71. That was Wyatt Bazzini. 6'6", 325. This Hoover offensive line flat out getting it done, dominating the line of scrimmage in this first quarter.
Collins looking to throw. Pressure coming. They've got him in a sack back at the 20-yard line. That'll be a 3-yard loss. Another nice defensive play by defensive end Wyatt Porter, the sophomore.
Just waited a little bit too long. He didn't have anything. It was one of those plays where he had the opportunity to either throw the bubble or run a quarterback draw. To me, once he saw that middle clog up, he should have thrown the ball away, avoiding the loss, staying ahead of the chains. Now you're 3rd and 4 as opposed to 3rd and 1.
We're tied at 7, first quarter. We're midway through the first quarter in playoff action. Massillon's opener. Now Collins caught again as he tried to make a run for it. He was brought down by Isaac Maxheimer in the backfield. Maxheimer just read the mail that time, Jim.
Yeah, certainly did. Did a great job of keeping his right arm outside, outside arm free. Again, that's the decision not to throw the ball away on 3rd down. Excuse me, on 2nd down, coming up big, trying to overcome losing the.
So that brings about 4th down. 4th and 6, and I think we'll get a timeout. Looks like the Tigers will use a timeout. Talk things over here as we await Hoover's decision on this critical 4th down play. We'll take a timeout here. 7-7 from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium on MCTV.
If you dare to be a pizza pro, the new stone-baked pizza mode from Frigidaire is all you. Second to none for restaurant quality, it's dough to done in 2 minutes. And in the oven that dares to have the most range, it's just one of 15+ cooking modes. When you dare to bring more flavor to the table, dare to expect more from your oven. Frigidaire.
Experience the difference a family-owned business, home appliance company, with great value meets exceptional service.
We have a 4th down and 6 to go. 6:41 on the clock, first quarter. Let's see if Jim Ballard is with us. You want to test it out there, partner?
Am I here?
Oh,
hey, hello.
Never sounded better.
Much better. It's good to be back.
It's great to have you back.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Well, looks like Hoover will go for it here on 4th down and 6. Ball is back at the 22. Andy's trying to throw it back to Collins. It's picked off by Maxheimer. He is brought down at about the 19-yard line. The play on the trick play fails. We'll see it again here on the MCTV replay. Kind of threw off his back leg, and Maxheimer picks it off.
Maxheimer did a good job of recognizing that Collins was coming back, on the outside on the quarterback throwback, stayed home. Andy's had a little bit of pressure, wasn't able to really get enough on the ball. Maxheimer was able to jump up and intercept it. I don't like that call. I think there was some other plays that they could have gone to that they've had some success with, as opposed to trying to trick play in that situation. But, you know, take your hat off to Massillon's defense, standing up, letting them move the ball down the field, bending but not breaking. See if Massillon can turn that turnover into some points, build on that first drive that they had, the big run by Xavier Owens.
They start out at the 18 after the INT. Jackson catches it, makes a man miss. He's off to the races, 40, down to the 50, across into Hoover territory, brought down from behind. We might get a horse collar tackle at the Hoover 40-yard line. Chase Lukens, the senior, brought him down, and then an immediate flag came out as he was hauled down. We'll see it right here.
Great block on the outside by number 44, Jadis Thigpen.
Number 11 on the defense, 15 yards, first down.
It's just 2-on-2 to the outside, David, and you know, Massillon does a good job of recognizing it, throwing a high percentage screen pass, a smoke screen as we love to call it. Great block again on the corner by Thigpen, and down the sideline Giorgio Jackson went.
Well, it's 42 yards on the pickup, with Jackson doing most of the heavy lifting, and then it was a face mask called against Carter Lukens. And it moves the ball ahead to the 25-yard lines. That's a gain of 57. Rolling Patterson fires a line drive pass, chest high, caught at the 10-yard line.
Massillon then opened up, great play action pass there, sucked him in, had the guy in the flat number 13, but decides to go to the middle cross.
That's Jackson again.
Giorgio Jackson, big target.
15-yard pickup to the 10. Well, the Tigers threatening maybe to take the lead here in a 7-7 ball game. 6:06 to go. First quarter.
Jackson 6'4", 185. Offers will be coming soon, and then some.
I believe he has 3 catches tonight, which gives him 37 for the year. That's Anthony McMullen checking into the lineup. Tried to run over the left tackle, got hit and dropped. About the 8-yard line, maybe. Lukens again on the tackle. There are 3 Lukens. Chase Lukens, Carter Lukens, and Jake Lukens.
Big-time name in the Hoover lineage. Uncle Kurt, special player, ended up playing at the Ohio State University.
Carter and Jake are brothers. Chase shares the common surname but is not related. Patterson takes the high snap, gives it to Owens, trying to turn the left corner, and he goes in. Touchdown, Tigers. Xavier Owens, his second touchdown, 13-7 Massillon, 5:07 to go in the first quarter.
Number 1, Xavier Owens, good to see him healthy. Ended up having a darn good game a few weeks ago against that crosstown rival up the road a little bit against Canton McKinley. Last ball game he came in, he went 21 carries for 121 yards and 2 touchdowns. And that big win over Canton McKinley, was able to get that rest. We've talked about the fact that he's had an AC joint issue in that right shoulder. McKinley game was a physical game, not only physical but also mental with everything that goes into that week, the parade and pep rally and lunches and meetings and everything else.
Herrera puts that one right down the middle. Owens, an 8-yard run, 4 plays, 82 yards, 1:22 off the clock. It's 14-7 Massillon, Washington. We'll have more first quarter action coming up right after this.
People keep coming back to Joey's Kendall Tavern again and again. They say it's Massillon's oldest gathering place. Come find out why. The food is always great, tavern classics expertly prepared, generous servings, daily lunch and dinner specials, always delicious. The atmosphere is warm and inviting, a comfortable place to relax with family and friends. The friendly staff makes you feel at home whether it's your first visit or you've been coming for years. Visit Joey's Kendall Tavern today, Massillon's oldest gathering place. You'll be back soon.
It's Division II, Region 7 playoff action. Tigers 14, Vikings 7. And the other game in this bracket, Ashland is playing at number 2 seed Columbus DeSales. And DeSales has an early 3-0 lead. 2:51 to go in the first quarter of that game. And so if Ashland is able to pull an upset over the number 2 seed, and if Massillon prevails on their home field, that would mean an Ashland-Massillon game here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium next Friday night. But a lot to be decided before we can make a call on that one.
Brian Day's son at the helm for Columbus DeSales, and Ashland has a darn good quarterback themselves with a 6'6", 245-pound quarterback, headed to App State.
Nate Bernhard.
Yeah.
Touchback on the ensuing kickoff. When you go back to that drive, Jim, you had the long pass to Geo Jackson, who made a man miss and went down the sideline, and then the face mask added 15 yards to that, and that put Massillon in the red zone, and they were able to do the rest with Xavier Owens finishing it off with an 8-yard run.
Massillon able to turn that interception into points. First turnover of the game.
Here come the Vikings now. John Collins, empty backfield, 5 receiver set, and he will try and run it right up the middle, runs into traffic immediately. Tackled at the 22-yard line by the Tigers' Zayshawn Murray, the starting nose tackle, the senior.
6 foot, 295. Lining up right over the center in the nose guard position.
Dosu and Carter are the other ends, with Wyatt Porter already seeing a lot of action tonight. Tigers ready to come charging. Michael Lamline is in, the running back. Backs up Andes. He blocks for Collins. Spin move. Had a couple of extra yards, but not much. It'll be 3rd down, around 7 to go. Tackle by Keon Fowler, the middle linebacker.
You can see Massillon kind of slowing down their rush because Hoover is running a lot of this, a lot of these plays where Collins has the opportunity to either throw it on the edge, or if he doesn't like what he sees, he's taking it up the middle on a quarterback run.
3 receivers split wide left. Flag comes out, and it'll be a false start against the Vikings. So that's going to make it 3rd down and around 12 to go. They'll back it up to the 18.
False start on the offense, 5 yards, 3rd down.
14-7 Massillon here after got off to a rousing start in this game. We are not yet through the first quarter. 3:46 to go in the opening quarter on what really has turned out to be kind of a pleasant night. 54 degrees at kickoff.
It's a lot warmer than what I thought it was going to be. It's so terrible out early with the rain and the wind, and you're just hoping that it wasn't going to affect tonight's ball game, but it blew out right before the game started.
Collins takes the snap. He'll step up in the pocket. Now he'll run for it, and he has some real estate. He'll get out of bounds for the 1st down all the way to the 32-yard line. We might have a flag on the play. That one might be coming back, Jim Ballard.
Yeah, you can already see him reaching for that arm. It's going to be a hold on Hoover.
Holding, offense number 71, 10 yards, 3rd down.
We got Wyatt Vizzini again, but the Vikings are moving backwards. Vikings and Tigers have not played since 2020. That was also a playoff game, also in the 2nd round, and Massillon won that game 48-23 as Wiltrell Hartson ran wild in that game.
Wiltrell Hartson toting the pill down at Ashland.
He sure is. Nice pass over the middle, but it's picked off by the Tigers. Returned all the way for a touchdown. Noah Jenkins, the senior safety, ran it back about 25 yards for the INT. It's 20-7 Massillon as that one was intercepted over the middle.
Just playing center field. Collins completely staring down number 3, Jack Andes. Threw it a little bit high, forced it late over the middle, which is an absolute no-no as a quarterback. Playing center field, trying to keep everything in front of him. Massillon doing a nice job sitting back in zone, just read the quarterback's eyes, and was able again to capitalize on another turnover. That's 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions, the last 2 possessions that have turned into 13 points, looking to be 14.
Herrera, the dual sports star at Massillon, Washington. He boots that one through, just as dependable as you can be. 7 more on the board. It's 21-7. Tigers with the Vikings getting the ball when we come right back. You're watching Tigers football on MCTV.
Help! Hi, I'm Russ Bookman, Discount Tire Outlet. I'm up to my ears in tires. Stop in for a price today.
44 years and I'm still up to my ears in tires.
From tire repairs to engine repairs, we are the one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Now with 2 convenient locations, our original Massillon store and the all-new North Canton location near Belden Village.
And who knows, in 45 years, we'll still be up to our ears in tires.
Krause's Pizza bringing you first half action. We appreciate all of the great support from our crew on WHS-TV. 21-7. Tigers leading it.
Some other playoff scores from around the area. Over at Tom Benson Stadium, the McKinley Bulldogs are up 7-0 on Medina. Medina beat Strongsville last week in somewhat of an upset. Hudson Explorers on the road over at Lake Stadium. Another Division II matchup. Hudson's up 7-3 in the second quarter. Menor Cardinals, #1 ranked team, Division I, Region I. They're up 21-6 on the Jackson Polar Bears, and East Canton 7-7 with Fairport.
Lots of action going on among area teams. This one will be another touchback. Hoover will take over at the 20. It's still 3-0 to Sales after 1 quarter down in Columbus. They lead the Ashland Arrows. By the way, we do want to thank our student camera operators tonight, Cale Davis, Seven Tressel, Melissa Jakubik, and Jerron Jones, all led by Bill DeWald and Jason Rock in the control room. Here come the Vikings now. They're a little shell-shocked after the turnovers. Can't beat a pick 6 in the playoffs, Jim. Noah Jenkins.
Great play. Matt Hoover's got to get something going on this drive.
Andy's trying to reverse direction. He's just pinballing off Massillon Tigers defenders, and he goes down. Maxheimer with the tackle. Lost a yard to the 19.
Swarming defense by the Massillon Tigers. Bottle Andy's up. That's what you got to do. The end's got to stay outside, forcing him to get up into the middle and letting those linebackers clean it up. And Jaden Williams and Maxheimer. And
empty backfield here. Have not seen them target Bryson Byer yet. He's their top receiver with 23 catches, 5 touchdowns. Here's a toss to the outside looking for Andes. He couldn't hang on to it. Trying to get his body turned around is a bad angle. He was guarded by Maxheimer in the flat. 3rd down, 11 to go. 21-7. Massillon leading it here. Their first playoff game of this postseason.
As off balance as Massillon's defense looked early on, it's Hoover's offense that now is just looking a little bit of shell shock, like you said, David, where they're just having trouble getting anything going right now whatsoever. Collins looks a little bit nervous back there. Massillon going to show a blitz. See if they drop out or if they bring the heat.
They were bringing the house, and a flag is thrown. Might say the Tigers were a little antsy.
Dead ball, disconcerting act on the defense, #9. Calling the cadence, 5 yards, 3rd down.
Well, they got Jaden Williams on our second disconcerting act of the year.
Disconcerting act. No other way to categorize that, huh? I like it. But that's what Nate Moore's going to walk out and talk to him. But the ironic thing about that is that's what happened to Massillon in their playoff game last year when they had 27 penalties. I believe they had 18 or 19 illegal motion penalties, and a lot of that was from the defensive linemen or linebackers trying to call out the cadence.
Well, you can see on the left side of your screen, Nate Moore talking with the officials, including the back judge who threw the flag. So I'm not sure they will come to any kind of an agreement on this discussion. Coming up later tonight, we'll name our Massillon Tigers player of the game. It's all brought to you by Liberty Ford Canton, the official car dealership of the Massillon Tigers.
That's a timeout towards the Massillon.
All right, so
that's their second.
That will be a timeout for the Tigers. Looks like Ashland has scored in their game, Jim. They are up 6-3 after an 86-yard touchdown pass. Arrows go up in the second quarter in that game. But again, that's coming up later. We'll have the Massillon Tigers player of the game, Liberty Ford, home of Liberty for Life. Liberty makes it happen. A proud sponsor of Massillon Tigers athletics. Third down, 5 to go after the walk-off. Collins lets go a pass, and it's caught over the shoulder. That's Andy's again. This time he can't outrun the defense, but he gets into Massillon territory. There is another flag on the play.
Just a seam route, and Andy's beats Deontay Malone straight down the field on a go route or a seam. Collins doing a good job throwing it up one-on-one for a 50-50 ball.
During the pass on the defense, declined first down.
They decline the hold. They'll take the result of the play, which is a 29-yard pickup for a first down. They have the ball at the Tigers' 41. 1st and 10 Vikings. Andy's tripped up. So tried to get through the line. Wyatt Porter again on the stop. Lennox Lemon is in at defensive back right now. I believe, Jim, is that him on the left side of the field? One-on-one coverage out here?
Looks like number 0.
It sure is. Worked hard all season to get back from injury. Made his debut in the McKinley game. I always remember Lennox, Jim, because he had a pick-6 in the first game we ever did together last year.
Yes, he certainly did.
There's Collins making for the left side, but he gets tackled inbounds. Nice closing speed there by Deontay Malone. And cut Collins down after a modest gain of about 4. Third down, we'll be talking about maybe 3rd and 6 here. .102 to go first quarter. Tigers spotted the Vikings 7. They have scored 3 consecutive touchdowns unanswered. Vikings on the march. This drive started at the 20, and there's a sack in the backfield. It'll force a long 4th down. Joe Carter makes the sack. That's his 2nd sack of the season, and really none bigger than a playoff sack like that to force a 4th down and long.
Looked like it was a delayed blitz. The offensive line kind of split. Carton split the A-gap, had a free run at Collins. Collins nowhere to go with the ball. After a big play, Massillon again kind of settles back in. Gets ahead of the chains a little bit, lets their defensive line put pressure on Collins. Massillon's done a great job the last handful of drives of controlling first down.
Jack Andes does punt it away. Again, he does everything for the Vikings, including punting. And that one is caught on a fair catch by Malone at the 9-yard line. So, and not a bad kick there under the circumstances. They do pin the Tigers back, but the drive stalls out. It's about a 35-yard kick in the air.
Over 300 yards of total offense between these two teams in the first quarter of tonight's game.
7 seconds left in that first quarter. This might be the final play. We'll see. Manny Patterson in the shotgun, waiting on the snap from center Davion Floyd. James Wallace Jr., the left tackle. Kevin Elliott, the left guard. Floyd in the middle. Patterson backpedaling, throws a pass. It's caught out of bounds with 1 second left. So that will not be the final play. Giorgio Jackson made the catch and got out of bounds at around the 17-yard line. Marcus Garner, the right guard. Robert Blakely, the right tackle. 1 second left, first quarter. 21-7 Tigers in playoff action. Division II, Region 7. Manny slings it. It's caught. First down to Jackson at about the 29-yard line. That brings us to the end of the first quarter. So we've had an activity-filled first quarter with 4 big touchdowns, 3 of them for the Tigers. We'll get second quarter play-by-play going when we come right back. You're watching Massillon Tigers football produced by WHS-TV on our cable home of the Tigers, MCTV.
Medicap Pharmacy on Lincoln Way West has been serving our area for over 20 years. They're your local pharmacy that cares about you and your time.
I can get them filled from 5 to 10 minutes. If I go to a chain drugstore, I may have to wait a half hour to an hour.
Probably the best pharmacist in the city.
Hi, I'm Chris Kingsbury, owner and pharmacist at Medicap Pharmacy. Stop in sometime soon and you can experience our fast and friendly service.
Okay.
Where are you getting your info?
21-7 after 1 quarter here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. We thank you for joining us for our broadcast coverage of Tigers football. It's the postseason. The march to Canton is on. Division II, Region 7 action. Stark County battle this evening between the North Canton Hoover Vikings and the Massillon Washington Tigers. David Wilson along with Jim Ballard. Patterson throws it to the outside. Pass is caught out there by George Rivera. Cut down as he got to the 32-yard line. That was a first down play, tackled by Nathan Sikora, the strong safety.
Good tackle in the open field. Good kick-out block by Thigpen. The safety run in the alley, but was able to make the one-on-one tackle in space. Massillon still staying ahead of schedule. Doing a nice job of throwing the ball a lot on first down. Hoover trying to change things up with 2 high safeties, but at the end of the day, they're still dropping their corners, you know, into space where it's easy just to continue to put the ball into the flats.
Patterson slaps his hands, takes the snap, steps up in the pocket. He's swarmed over. Might have gotten a yard on that. Probably won't go down as a sack, but they bottled him up pretty well. The Tigers looking at a third down. We'll call it a long 5. Total offense in the first quarter, 155 Tigers, 167 Vikings. Xavier Owens, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Third down for Massillon, 44% on the season.
Hoover really needs to stop.
41 of 93 on third down for Massillon in the regular season. Throwing it for Sebastian Harper, and just couldn't quite bring it in as he was trying to turn it upfield.
It's a good throw by Manny Patterson. Would have been a one-on-one situation with number 9 for Hoover in the flat. Not able to hold on. Massillon unable to convert on third down. Good stop for Hoover's defense.
He will force the punt from Rasmus Haynes, the sophomore, averaging 36 yards a kick. Andes is a punt returner, as well as Bryson Byer. There's the snap and the punt, and it will be taken by Andes on a fair catch on the 37-yard line. 29-yard kick, no return. And so we're underway here at second quarter action, 10:25 to go. Tigers have played the Hoover Vikings 6 previous times, Jim, all of them in the playoffs. And they're 5-1. The only Hoover win was in 2008. That was a playoff victory. And I believe that was a 14-7 final. That play goes nowhere. Nice job by the Tigers. Building a wall right there. I see Carter getting up late, so he might have been in there on the first hit. Maxheimer
squeezing off that edge from that OB linebacker position. Again, Massillon controlling first down, putting in this Hoover team in second and long situations.
Yeah, 2-yard loss there. Empty backfield. Andes lines up as a wide receiver. Low snap. Collins, time to throw. Finds his man. That's caught by Chris Carter across the 45. Tackled in the open field at about the 47-yard line. Christian Culler made the stop.
Good route, just a deep curl route. Good throw by Collins, throwing in rhythm. Nice job by the offensive line, giving him time to throw the ball, survey the field.
They still end up a yard short of the first down marker. Third down here for Hoover. They were 4-2 in Federal League action, 9-2 overall coming into this playoff matchup with the Tigers. Very worthy and formidable opponent. 21-7 Massillon. 9 minutes to go, second quarter. Collins taking his time, and they will indeed use a timeout.
Timeout, Hoover.
Big play coming up here. Hoover wants to talk it over. 21-7. Massillon leading it in second quarter action. We'll be right back to Paul Brown Tiger Stadium.
Around here, pizza night is serious business.
Hey, did you say pizza? It better be good.
Well, then it better be Krause's Pizza. Das good.
You said Krause's Pizza. Das good.
Yes, Krause's Pizza. And we'll get the original pizza.
Get the original pizza topper, too, okay?
All right. We'll get a large pizza with sausage, peppers, and a topper. Roasted chicken and JoJo's and
wings. Wings. Get a lot of wings, okay?
Okay. When it better be good, it better be Krause's Pizza. Das good.
John George's Deli, Drive-Thru, and Convenience Store. Serving up delectable deli trays for your special events for over 60 years. John George's has the perfect tray for that big party, family gathering, little get-together with friends, or any occasion. Call and place your order today. Don't forget to visit their walk-in cooler featuring more than 500 craft beers, seltzers, and more. You'll find what you're looking for and so much more at John George's Deli, Drive-Thru, and Convenience Store.
Now John Collins, the quarterback, trying to keep it and get the final yard, and he slid down and took a hit. I don't think he got there. And there's a Vikings player hurt, and it's not Collins. They have an injured player down. It might have been one of their linemen. Really can't see the number at this point. Might be Brian Girdlestone, the center. Now we can take another look at that here, Jim, and see what we can pick up. I was worried at first about Collins, who kind of went into a slide late. And he took a pretty good pop, but he jumped right up. So let's see if we can pick up what happened.
Looks like he kind of got landed on by number 94, Joe Carter.
And it is Girdlestone. He's a 6'1 senior, starting center. The backup center is Parker Soloski. But we see Brian sitting up now, so hopefully he'll be able to shake that off. I probably would be a little slow getting up if Joe Carter landed on me like that, Jim.
Yeah, no question about it. Carter, 6'4", 240.
We're going to have a timeout for a measurement.
So they will take a look at this where the ball was spotted. It's very close. If he's short, it'll be fourth down in inches. In other Division II Region 7 action, the game Massillon is most interested in. Ashland has taken a lead on DeSales at 14-10. Second quarter action. We haven't had many measurements this year, Jim Ballard. It's fun to see the chains back out. I think he's going to be about a half foot short. There you see it, very close.
Sure was. And another Division II game. This is Region 5. The Green Bulldogs, one of the hottest teams in Stark County, started out 1-4, ripped off their last 5, snuck in the playoffs week 10. They're up 21-7 on number 3 seeded Austintown Fitch, who came into the ballgame 8-1. Coach Geis over at Green does an outstanding job. Green, the last Better League team to beat Massillon here in Paul Brown Stadium, as that team went on to the Final Four.
4th and inches. Collins will come up under center. Quarterback sneak. They're trying to pull him back.
He did not get that.
It will depend on the spot and forward progress. He was obviously thrown back somewhat dramatically. Maxheimer wrapped him up. So let's see. It'll depend on where they spotted it.
Watch Maxheimer at the bottom of your screen towards the left tackle. Left hash, squeezes down. Great job. Comes right off the tackle's butt to pull him back. That's weight room strength right there, baby. It's a Joe Studer special.
We might have a second measurement. Chain Gang will be asking for a raise here. It's the most action they've had all season. Back-to-back plays. Again, he only needed about 6 inches on the forward push. This will be a big measurement, a big factor in this game. And he did not get it. They stonewalled Collins at the line of scrimmage. Give the Tigers some credit there. 8:25 to go. We'll have to remember that play, Jim. That was a big stop.
Sure was. Maxheimer put his fingerprints all over the second quarter, had himself a couple tackles for loss. See if Massillon decides to come out and take a shot here. Hoover's rolling down their safeties. Looks like they might be playing a little cover 0. Oh boy.
That's McMullen into open space. It'll be a touchdown. 47 yards. Anthony McMullen Jr. shot out of there like a cannon.
You could see the safeties roll down, David. As I said, it was cover 0. So once McMullen got through that second line of defense, there was no safeties back because they rolled him down to try to help with the run. McMullen breaking a tackle. Massillon off at the right side of that offensive line doing a great job opening that hole. Marcus Garner Jr. at guard, Blakely at tackle.
27-7 with Herrera setting up. Greg Corsale is holding. Eli Moore is the short snapper. Operation works flawlessly. Herrera boots it through. 28-7 after the 4th down stop. The Tigers need only one play to punch it in. 8:17 to go. Back with more second quarter action after this timeout.
The Boys and Girls Club of Massillon has been at the forefront of youth development, instilling a sense of competence, usefulness, belonging, and influence. The greatest contributions to the lives of our youth, our communities, our nation, and the world are the life lessons taught every moment of every hour of every club day. The youth of today become the leaders of tomorrow. Great futures start here.
(28-7), the Hoover Vikings trailing now in hostile territory. You're about to get the ball back here. Long way to go before halftime, 8:17. But if you're Brian Baum and the Vikings, you've dug yourself a hole. You really cannot afford to waste very many more possessions.
No, and the thing is, if they don't, get anything going offensively, and the rest of the second quarter, Massillon deferred. Hoover got the ball to start. It was that quick strike from Collins to Andes to put Hoover up 7-0, and it has been Massillon ever since then with a 28-0 run. Massillon will get the ball to start the second half. Hoover has got to get something going on this drive.
Massillon over 200 yards total offense, 206 to be exact. Ball bounces to Andes, and he gets bounced around and thrown down to the turf at about the 24-yard line. DeSales has jumped back in front. 16-14 now. There, the purple the purple menace down there or something. I can't remember exactly what they're called. DeSales, but they're the purple something, I know.
A little unclear. Massillon has only had the ball for 3 minutes and 58 seconds in this game, and they've got 28 points. 7 of that, of course, was on the pick 6. But Massillon's big playability, whether it's through the run or on the ground. Oh boy.
Pass was incomplete as Lennox Lemon delivered a big hit, jarred the ball loose from the intended target. I believe that was intended for Andes, and he's slow getting up.
What a big time hit for Lemon. Welcome back, son. Screaming in from his corner position, saw the bubble screen all the way. Wide receiver did not even have a chance to block him. A free run and a leveling hit by Lemon.
So, I think they're giving a little time for Andes to get off the field. He is walking off under his own power, but man, he took a pop. That was a high throw, and he went up to try to get it, and that left him very exposed. Ball is at the 24-yard line. 28-7 Massillon. They can ill afford to play very long without Andes. Here's a pass to Carter. It's caught near the 30. Flag on the play, a pickup of around 6. Veach Williams made the stop for the Tigers, but as we mentioned, a penalty flag is down.
Procedure on the offense, we had 5 guys in the backfield.
Hoover's 4th penalty tonight's ball game.
Vikings have 5 first downs in the game, but you mentioned it, Jim, those quick strikes by the Tigers. In fact, I think the pick 6 might have taken longer than the McMullen run. Another flag out. Collins throwing. Pass is caught by Bryson Byer. That's his first reception. Tackled at about the 27. Would still be well short of the first down. I think Byer is hurting. He's their top receiver. So they are hurting now in terms of injuries.
Procedure on the offense, 5 men in the backfield.
That is going to be the second procedure penalty on this drive against Hoover. And they're taking a look at Bryson Byer. While they do that, we'll step aside for a 30 here on Massillon Tigers football.
Fresh, great-tasting pizza can be difficult to find. Your pizza shop, located on Massillon's west side, has been making delicious pizzas since the 1960s. Their large menu includes your favorite pizzas and toppings, along with wings, pressure-fried chicken, oven-baked subs, and more. Their convenient drive-thru window is open. Delivery service is available too. Your pizza shop, located on the corner of Lincoln Way West and 32nd Street Northwest in Massillon.
You get a look there at the Massillon Tigers standing over on their side of the field while the training staff takes a look at Bryson Byer, the 6-foot senior wide receiver. It's 5 TD receptions on the year. He's up, but he's going to be helped off. We welcome you back to the booth, my friends. David Wilson, Jim Ballard, a packed press box here with a lot of media coverage of this game. But Byer limping off, and well, that's just more bad news for the Hoover Vikings.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's been an extremely physical game. Hoover's keeps putting themselves behind the chains as far as penalties go. Another illegal procedure penalty, the second on this drive, has them sitting second and 22nd and 20, down 21. Really need to get something going. Can't afford to punt.
Ball on the 14-yard line, and that's a keeper by the quarterback, Collins. He just ran right into the waiting arms of Isaac Maxheimer. Maxheimer is fired up tonight, and I know he had a big game against McKinley, Jim, and has just carried that over through the bye week and into the first playoff appearance.
The McKinley game was a physical game. A lot of fun to watch.
There's Malone with the big punt return to make the difference. 10 in a row.
A decade. But you can sense McKinley starting to turn the corner with this new coach, Coach Parnell, who came over from Hoban.
They're still alive in the playoffs. Collins wants to run it again. Tigers not having it. Carter caught him. Porter in there again. That forces 4th down, about 18 to go. Ball is at the 17-yard line. 28-7 Tigers. You have 6.5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and they should get good field position here.
Massillon sending 2 punt returners back, sitting at the 50-yard line. See what kind of punt Andes can get off.
So good to see Andy's back in there after he was shaken up. This will be Malone, makes a man miss at the point of attack, working in the middle of the field, and gets down close to the 32-yard line. About an 18-yard return when it was all said and done. Aiden Kavanaugh finally tackled him for Hoover. We'll see it again right here. Nice moves.
You see the quickness of Deontay Malone. We saw this a couple weeks ago when he took the game-winning, as you said, David, game-winning punt return in the second half back for a touchdown. Deontay, a junior, heck of a corner as well as a special teams guy. Also not bad at the wide receiver position.
Not bad at all.
He just does a little bit of everything to help this team win.
Owens in the backfield with Patterson. By the way, we've said it many times during the season, Jim, we appreciate the great stat crew here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium, keeping us and all the fans updated throughout the game. Owens, some power running inside. It's a couple yards there. Nice gain on 1st down, about 3 yards.
See 9 guys within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage from Hoover. Hoover getting out of that 1-high cover 3. Thing is, when you walk those safeties down, you create mismatches on the outside that are one-on-ones, and that advantage goes to Massillon. You can see the box stacked again. Hoover's going to jump off sides with the hard count by Manny Patterson. We've seen him do a really good job of that the last few games.
Defense, 5 yards. 2nd down.
And getting the defense to jump off sides, stealing that 5 yards. It's a real art for him to really be able to use the voice inflection. You know, Elway was the best at it, right? Hot. You know, with the voice inflection.
Well, that makes it a 2nd and 2, a lot different than a 2nd and 7.
Maybe take a shot here because you know you're in 4-down territory. You're up 21 points.
This would be the down to do it.
Or 3rd. I mean, you know, if you're Massillon, you're feeling really good about what you're doing. You're running the ball well. You're passing the ball well. You got one-on-one to the top. You got the safety 10 yards off. You can see it just at the top of your screen. An easy little walk-off if he wants it.
They will go to Owens. And he's bottled up, but not going down easy. Close to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 3 should be good for the 1st down. It was tackled by Aaron Brubaker, the defensive end of the Vikings. They moved the sticks. Xavier Owens, 2 touchdowns on the night. Gets him a 1st down. Jadis Thigpen is lined up at a slot receiver position with Jackson wide left.
Again, safety really soft over the slot. Massillon going big personnel.
Allman and Himes in the game on the left side of the formation. Patterson to throw. Goes to the back corner of the end zone, and it is caught. That is Jadis Thigpen backing up, hauling it in. Touchdown Tigers, 21 yards. That makes it 34-7. Massillon, Washington, 4:37 to go, 2nd quarter.
You see Thigpen come out like he was going to block the corner. He kind of stalked. Then all of a sudden took off down the sideline. Had a post into the middle that took the safety and the corner with him. Well-designed play. Good patience by Patterson to allow him to get down the sideline. Throw it up to the back pylon for another Massillon touchdown. 4 unanswered points by the Massillon Tigers.
Is there a more consistent place kicker than Mateo Herrera? He kicks his 5th extra point of the night. He's perfect on the season. 35-7, Massillon, Washington, widening the margin here. 4:37 to go before halftime. We'll be back with more play-by-play at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium.
Doring Vision Center is a primary care optometry clinic located in downtown Massillon. We have an optical department with a wide variety of eyeglass frames. From budget packages to designer brands, we have it all. Doring Vision Center uses the latest technology and fit all types of contact lenses. We treat eye disease conditions and will take emergency eye visits. Most insurances are accepted and same-day appointments may be available. Doring Vision Center. See our offices in Massillon or New Philadelphia.
Incredible crowd here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium, and the Massillon faithful, they have been treated to just a clinic so far. 35-7, and the Tigers have done it in different ways, defensively and offensively.
This drive was set up by the great defense of Massillon, getting good field position. Deontay Malone with an 18-yard field goal return, which really gave him a short field, up 21 to start with going into the drive. Makes it pretty easy to dial up whatever play you want. Massillon's offensive line has done an outstanding job, whether they've been asked to run or pass, giving Patterson time back there. Owens and McMullen have had big holes to run through, and Massillon's offense just putting on an absolute clinic. Massillon now with 223 yards of total offense, 9 first downs, 114 on the ground, 119 through the air. Still has only possessed the ball for 5 minutes and 32 seconds.
Andes breaks a couple of tackles, has the ball tucked under his left arm and is thrown out of bounds. Out all the way up to about the 37. Williams made the stop. DeSales is leading Ashland 23-14. 30 seconds to go in the second quarter of that game. An R.J. Day touchdown as DeSales up now by 9 points. That is setting up a potential 2 versus 3 matchup next week. If DeSales prevails, they would host that game.
DeSales prevails. I like it.
Poet, and I didn't know it. 35-7 here. And it has been pure poetry for the Tigers. Collins in trouble. Fires it late. It's caught. Nice job by Carter. Flag out. Carter trying to run across the field and turn the corner, but he is run down by Christian Culler. Let's see what the penalty is all about. Nice find by Collins. Carter coming back to help his quarterback.
Again, it was Maxheimer with the pressure.
5-yard face mask on the defense. 5 yards, first down.
Attack 5 yards on to the end of the run. And so it's a first down for the Vikings. They're into Massillon Tigers territory at the 44-yard line.
Another Division II action. At halftime, Hudson 14-3 over Lake, and it's the Hoban Knights taking on
Andes. Somebody lost their helmet. That was a Hoover helmet that went flying off. That was number 71, Wyatt Vizzini.
So saying Hoban up 31-0, and Boardman be a running clock in the second half. Division II, David, loaded from top to bottom. And the crazy thing is, I was talking to Coach Baum, why would Division II be a lot harder than what Division I is? And he's right. The depth of Division II between Walsh and Hoban and Massillon, you know, Wadsworth, Avon.
Big Walnut.
Big Walnut, you know, Winton Woods. A lot of really good programs.
Great programs, great schools, great high school football. Second down, 8 to go. Collins throwing. Andes has it jarred away. Jumping the route there was Braylon Gamble. First time we've called his name tonight. Watch this.
6'2", 190. Massillon subbing guys out, keeping guys fresh.
3:35 to go. 3rd down and 8. You know, the Tigers are thinking right now, Jim, get the ball back, plenty of time, and you can extend this margin over the magic 30-point mark. Collins over the middle. Pass might have been deflected by Deontay Malone. Incomplete. 4th down, about 9 to go.
Looks like he got there maybe a little bit early, but the ball looked behind him.
They'll reset the ball at the Tigers 42. It's 4th down, 8 to go officially, and they will send the punting unit on. 35-7 Tigers. They spotted the Vikings 7 points on a touchdown just 51 seconds into the ball game, but since then, the Tigers have been on another level. Need a reset of the play clock here, maybe. The punter is on the field. That is Andy's.
See if Massillon decides to try and block this. They got one guy back. Still 3:31 left. Massillon has 1 timeout left. They've shown the ability to score quickly tonight and all season long with the weapons that they have.
They do come after it. Carter almost got there. And it will sail to the 5-yard line. Malone trying to evade tacklers. He does get up the sideline to get a little real estate back. He's out of bounds at the 12. Carter came very close to blocking that.
Sure did. Looks like he could have. I think he was surprised how close he got to almost blocking that, and a collective sigh of relief right there. Massillon came like, no. Oh, yes, great job. But Deontay Malone fielded that at the 5-yard line, a little bit ill-advised. Up 28 points. I would have probably let that ball go in the end zone and roll the dice to see if it would have got out to the 20, but his big playability and his belief in himself with a good punt return the last time.
Well, let's see if the Tigers can negotiate 88 yards here in the final 3:18.
Hoover going to sit back in that cover 3, look for them to continue to put the ball outside the hashes and in the flats. Boom.
There it goes. Good call, partner. Jackson catches it, steps out of bounds at about the 18-yard line.
Simple hitch route.
6-yard pickup. 2nd down for the Tigers, who are 7-3.
5-yard gain, stops the clock. Good way to start this drive. The key to this drive, especially being backed up when you're trying to get points, is the first play, the first drive, and especially being backed up, as I said.
Tigers won their final 4 regular season games. Owens, I think, comes down a little short of the 1st down. That ball popped out. Allman, I think, came up with the ball at the end. Is that, am I seeing things, or? I thought he came up with the ball, and maybe not. Ball's at the 20. 3rd down and 2 to go for the Tigers. Four-man front ready to come charging and showing blitz. Manny Patterson. He's had a terrific junior season. He was 6 of 10 against the Bulldogs. Big space up the middle. That's McMullen again. They catch him from behind. 1st down yardage and much more out to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 14 for McMullen.
Outstanding block right there by number 34. Was Himes. Right side of that line where they scored earlier. Same type of run by McMullen.
All at the 34-yard line now. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Still 2 minutes to go. 5th play of the drive coming up. Started at the 12. Patterson to throw it. There it goes. Far side of the field. Malone circles his defender and finds plenty of open space. And there he goes to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. 66 yards on the little hitch. Malone does the rest. 41-7. Massillon Washington extends the lead.
Bad angle by number 7, Tion Ledwell. 160-pound junior. Again, Massillon electing to throw the ball into the flats with the corners playing soft. One high safety. Manny Patterson doing a nice job getting the ball out quickly. Hoover's defensive backs just had an awful night tackling in open space. Massillon's receivers have done a great job of being able to create space, breaking tackles, and just flat out making guys miss.
Up to 321 yards of total offense. The kick up and through. That will make it 42-7. The Tigers indeed used that final possession to great effect. We'll take a timeout here. All Tigers here in playoff action. We're back right after this.
Erie Street Pub, Massillon, Ohio's premier sports bar. Family owned for 3 generations. Open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. With great food, generous drinks, and awesome atmosphere. Big screens with sports are everywhere you look. Enjoy food and drink specials with friends and family served by Erie Street Pub's friendly staff. Erie Street Pub, Massillon's premier sports bar. Come see us before, during, or after the game.
.149 still to go in the second quarter. 42-7. Tigers have built an advantage that would lead us to a running clock in the second half.
Insurmountable.
Incredible. Jim, we've seen this Tigers team all season long. I cannot recall a game where they were as explosive as they've been tonight.
Some of that, too, is just Hoover's inability to make tackles in space. And, I mean, soft corners, space, Massillon's receivers are just flat out better than Hoover's corners. They're quicker, they're faster, and they're bigger. And when you're one-on-one in space, if you make a corner miss like we saw right there on the hitch route, there's nobody else to tackle them except for the safety coming over the top. And Deontay Malone's speed is too much for the safety to get over the top to tackle him.
Here's the kickoff. Andes from the 4-yard line, angles to the middle of the field, and now back toward the numbers, and gets hit and dropped. That was a nice tackle by Sebastian Harper. Trayon Williams got down there to help out as well. See it again on our MC-TV replay. And we want to thank our partners from MC-TV and, of course, our great production team from WHS-TV based at Massillon Washington High School. 1:43, 2 timeouts left for Hoover. And they scored in the first minute of the football game on the nice pass from Collins to Andes. And after that, it has been all Tigers. 6 consecutive unanswered touchdowns. 42-7. Collins in trouble, makes a run for it, got it tackled, ankle tackle to keep him from getting into open space. We've called Wyatt Porter's name a lot in this ball game. He gets the tackle again.
1:24 left. Massillon with a timeout left.
Collins over the middle. Pass is caught on the run. Nice job, Elijah Freisen. Sophomore with his 10th catch. Got cut down just short of the first down marker. Christian Culler on the stop. Freisen now double digits in catches this year.
Much needed first down for Hoover to at least be able to run the clock out before half.
Collins hit again and dropped. They did call that last play a first down.
Timeout, Hoover. That's their second timeout.
Hoover will use a timeout here with 48 seconds left. We have 42-7 on the scoreboard. All right, we'll take a break as well. 1 left to take here in the half. All Tigers cruising here in the playoff opener at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium.
For over 60 years, Friends and Family Credit Union has proudly served Stark County. We provide financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County. Whether it's a loan, savings, checking, or other financial services, Now more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family. Come visit any of our 3 locations, online or our mobile app. Our focus is always you, the member.
Tigers firing on all cylinders. It's 42-7. I was just thinking about young Elijah Freisen there catching that pass kind of in open space over the middle, Jim. And you think, it's great, I just caught a pass, but then you think about these Massillon linebackers and defensive backs lurking.
Jaden Williams
ready to make those hits.
Running sideline to sideline. Not too many people are going to outrun him.
You might think, I don't think I want this thing in my hands. 5 receiver spread formation, empty backfield. Collins throws a pass. It's dropped. Freisen again, the target.
And who came over to give him a kiss just to let him know, hey, man, keep running that crossing route. I'm just waiting here for you.
You could hear the steps coming, and he was
freight train steps.
Unable to hold on to it. 43 seconds. Clock stops with the incompleted pass. It's 3rd down.
This works to Massillon's advantage. If Hoover is unable to get a first down and they don't stop the clock, Massillon can take that last and final timeout, giving them an opportunity for possibly a field goal or another touchdown before half.
42-7. There's the snap and the give. Carried up the middle by Lamline. He was tackled by Maxheimer.
Timeout, Massillon. That's their final timeout.
They did not get the first down. That will indeed make it 4th down. And you're right, Jim. They used the timeout with 37 ticks left.
Who else but Isaac Maxheimer again on the tackle.
Looks like we've got a spot to take. We'll do it right now. See what the Tigers can do when we come right back.
Here at Shanklin Heating and Air Conditioning, we are a 3rd-generation family-owned company that has served our community since 1960. Our highly trained technicians are able to meet all of your repair and installation needs. Our promise to our local community is that we are working for you. We are dedicated to putting you first. If you need dependable, affordable, and effective HVAC solutions for your home, contact Shanklin Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Fourth down, 11 to go.
Massillon came close to blocking this punt last time.
And they do block it. It's blocked and recovered at the 30 by the Vikings, short of the first down. Wyatt Porter came in and smothered it.
I don't think I've ever seen.
Oh, that was Zayshawn Murray. Pardon me, not Porter. Zayshawn Murray got the punt block.
6 foot. I don't think I've ever seen a 6 foot, 295-pound nose tackle block a punt. Just shows the athleticism of this Massillon team, not just in the skill positions, but also at the defensive line. Massillon going to get great field position again, almost just inside the 20, just inside the 30-yard line. 33 seconds, plenty of time. Hoover's going to come out in two high safeties playing cover 4. Look for him to attack the middle.
Patterson's going to run for it and will get out of bounds near the 21, maybe to the 20-yard line. You know, I was just thinking, Jim, back to the McKinley game last year. I remember Mike Wright blocking a punt right down there at about that same spot of the field.
Good call. Almost identical types of players, too. Big Mike Wright up at Youngstown State.
So Zayshawn Murray with the punt block. He's 56. Porter is 58. So I thought for a moment might have been Porter, but at any rate, the blocked punt gives the Tigers a chance maybe to tack on some more points. They're up 42-7. They get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. We'll already be in a running clock situation. They go for Jackson, back corner of the end zone, over the shoulder catch, touchdown, Tigers, 20 yards.
Wow. Jackson just running the go route. Corner sat on it because of the amount of balls they've thrown in the flat. Great job by Patterson. Look at the toe drag swag by Jackson. Being able to locate the ball, catching the back half, able to get his feet in bounds, and another Massillon touchdown. 48 straight points in a row for Massillon.
28 yards, 13 seconds, 2 plays. Jackson hauls it in from 20. Patterson right on the money. Another opportunity for Herrera. Corsail the hold, and the kick is straight through. 48-7. We are not yet done with the first half, and we'll be right back to Paul Brown Tiger Stadium and Touchdown Town.
Doring Vision Center is a primary care optometry clinic located in downtown Massillon. We have an optical department with a wide variety of eyeglass frames. From budget packages to designer brands, we have it all. Doring Vision Center uses the latest technology and fit all types of contact lenses. We treat eye disease conditions and will take emergency eye visits. Most insurances are accepted and same-day appointments may be available. Doring Vision Center. See our offices in Massillon or New Philadelphia.
49-7. Massillon, Washington just continues to pour it on. They have been opportunistic. Anytime they have gotten a break here, Jim, whether it be an interception, a fourth down stop, in that case, a block punt by Murray, they have capitalized almost immediately.
Yeah, they've just played outstanding in all three phases. Thought it was going to be a game when Hoover came out and struck fast. Collins to Andes.
They have talented players, and Massillon has just been on another level tonight. They have been preparing for this game for 2 weeks.
That break, that week off, paying dividends for the Massillon Tigers.
A little chip shot on the kickoff, and I think they were offside.
Only the third penalty for tonight's game, I believe, for Massillon. Done a great job of playing penalty-free, turnover-free ball games. Usually convert to wins, especially the playoffs. The deeper you go, you turn the ball over less, you're less penalized. You usually win the game.
It's a good formula. Tigers in control of this one. Continue to look at the scoreboard and see what's happening in that Ashland-DeSales game. That will determine where the Tigers are headed. A DeSales win would force the Tigers down to Columbus. A short kick. Andes runs up and gets it. Past the 30 and near the 34-yard line before he's down. Tigers defensively coming back out for the final 14 seconds of the half. Let's see if they take a knee here. 49-7. It will be Tigers ball when they come out for the third quarter. Massillon Tiger Swing Band and the Hoover Band will be featured at halftime. We hope you'll stay tuned for that entertainment.
Have to think you'll see some wholesale exchanges for the Massillon Tigers. Start playing some of their younger guys. Running clock will be in effect. So it'll be a quick one, partner.
It sure will. And the Tigers will take it. John Collins, he's been under duress this evening. He'll take a knee, and that will do it for the first half. This Tiger faithful crowd, they will rise as one and cheer the Tigers off into the dressing room after a 49-point outburst in the first 24 minutes of this playoff matchup against the Hoover Vikings. Hoover has not beaten the Tigers since that 2008 matchup, and it does not look like it will happen tonight. Our Tiger band performances are coming up. We'll hear the Vikings band as well as the Tigers swing band. So we hope you'll stay tuned. Again, your score at halftime, 49-7. Massillon, Washington cruising here in the OHSAA Division II playoffs. More to come. You're watching Tigers football, brought to you by WHS-TV and showing on our cable partner, MCTV.
only Electrolux has Smart Boost technology for the most effective stain removal. Extending the life of clothes and fabrics for your family and for a more sustainable future. Make it last. Electrolux.
Hello, and welcome to the Stark County Humane Society. Today we're going to give you a few pointers when considering adopting a new furry friend. All animals here at the Stark County Humane Society are spayed, neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, dewormed, and if old enough, heartworm tested for our canine friends. Adopters will receive a free exam within 2 weeks of adoption at local veterinarian hospitals. We encourage all adopters to take full advantage of this. A one-time adoption fee is required for your new furry friend. When you adopt, you get an awesome adoption packet that includes treats for your new fur baby and savings for you. But this is not where the cost of adoption stops. Did you know the average cost of an animal like a new puppy or kitten can cost up to $500 annually? This includes annual veterinarian visits, preventative care, and everyday supplies like crate, litter, food, toys. But I hope this doesn't scare you away. Adopting an animal is a huge responsibility and a commitment. Please take the time to consider the cost of adopting a new pet into your family today. I hope to see you soon at the Stark County Humane Society. Please visit our website or visit us on social media for more information.
We're going to start tonight's performance with a blast from the past. The Hoover Band is taking it off with Little Richard's 1958 rock and roll hit, Good Golly, Miss Molly. Next up, we feature our color guard and majorette Catalina Orozco dancing, spinning, and twirling to Jennifer Lopez and Pitbull's 2012 hit, Dance Again.
Discount Tire Outlet, serving you with honesty, integrity, and excellence since 1981. Now with 2 convenient locations, our original store in Massillon and the all-new North Canton location near Belden Village. More than tires, Discount Tire Outlet is the place for auto service and mechanical work for all makes and models. See us for tune-ups, engine repairs, brakes, alignments, and all your automotive needs, and of course, tires. Come see the tire pros at Discount Tire Outlet, the place for automotive service, now with 2 convenient locations.
Medicap Pharmacy on Lincoln Way West has been serving our area for over 20 years. They're your local pharmacy that cares about you and your time.
I can get them filled from 5 to 10 minutes. If I go to a chain drugstore, I may have to wait a half hour to an hour.
Probably the best pharmacist in the city.
Hi, I'm Chris Kingsbury, owner and pharmacist at Medicap Pharmacy. Stop in sometime soon and you can experience our fast and friendly service.
Under the direction of Jason Neal, assisted by Jen Smith-Eisler, Chris Nussbaum, Katie Catafina, Emily Bunce, and Carla Marsh. Led onto the field by drum major Matthew Meadows and Obi the Tiger, Max Kennan. This is the 2025 edition of the Massillon Tiger Swing Band. With a Massillon tradition since 1938. Fanfare, Tiger Rag, and carry on. Tonight, the Tiger Swing Band is proud to present some of our favorite swing music. Our first number was one of the most iconic jazz standards ever written and is widely credited with popularizing the term swing in jazz. Composed by Duke Ellington and first recorded in 1932, the song emphatically declares, "It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing." Hey band, are you ready to swing? Our next song has been a jazz favorite since its debut in 1925. The song has been recorded by countless artists over the years, but it's probably most recognized as the theme song for the Harlem Globetrotters. Tonight, we feature our senior majorette, Regan Lustig, to the unmistakable sounds of Sweet Georgia Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of the Tigers, the 2025 edition of the Massillon Tigers Swing Band.
It's all good at Lobie's Irish Pub and Grill. Good friends, good atmosphere, good food, good service, good spirits, Good times. It's always all good at Lobie's Irish Pub and Grill in the Irish Square Plaza near the corner of Hills and Dales and Wales Road, across from the Progressive dealerships.
My name is Jaden Wilson, and you're watching Massillon Tiger football only on WHS-TV.
The eye of the tiger.
And welcome back, my friends, to Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. We hope you enjoyed our halftime presentation of the Massillon Tigers swing band. And I'm sure you enjoyed the first half of play, 49-7. Massillon taking care of Hoover in this playoff matchup. David Wilson, Jim Ballard here. And Jim, we've got some of the numbers. Well, we've lost Jim again here. I think we'll have to see if we can get his mic reseated. Maybe we can get Jim back, but we'll take a look at some of these numbers here. First downs favoring Massillon, 12-7. Total yards, 349 for the Tigers on 22 plays. 203 total yards for North Canton Hoover on 37 plays. As far as turnovers, interceptions, 2 for the Vikings, picked off by the Tigers. 74 yards total on the returns, including a pick 6 for the Tigers' Noah Jenkins. Possession time, Massillon scored very quickly a number of times, and so their overall possession time was at 7:14, and North Canton Hoover 16:46. Some individual numbers for you. Both Anthony McMullen and Xavier Owens finished with identical totals. 4 carries, 65 yards. Owens 2 touchdowns. McMullen 1 TD. Manny Patterson completed 11 out of 12 passes tonight. 11 for 12 with 210 yards and 3 touchdown passes. Receiving, Jackson, 7 catches. 7 catches for Jackson, 109 yards and a touchdown. Deontay Malone, 2 grabs, 76 yards and a touchdown. Jadis Thigpen, 1 catch, 21 yards and a touchdown. George Rivera also had a catch for 4 yards. Tackles, Christian Culler, 7. Isaac Maxheimer, 7. Zayshawn Murray, 7 tackles on the night for Massillon. North Canton Hoover's Jack Andy, 7 carries, 31 yards. John Collins carried it 15 times, 25 yards. Collins was 6 of 12 for 1 touchdown. That was that great play to Andes, who caught it and ran 73 yards for a score to give North Canton Hoover a very early 7-0 lead, but then the Tigers came storming back. Owens got the scoring started at the 10:26 mark of the first quarter to make it 7-7. Owens again an 8-yard touchdown run at the 5:07 mark of the first quarter. That gave the Tigers a 14-7 lead, and they did not look back after that. After that, it was the interception return by Jenkins, 24 yards, 21-7 at that point. Anthony McMullen broke free for a 46-yard touchdown run, 28-7. Manny Patterson then found Jadis Thigpen in the end zone. That was a nice 21-yard strike at the 2:04 mark, the 4:37 mark of the second quarter. That gave the Tigers time for 2 more scores. Patterson to Deontay Malone, who shook a tackle, ran down the sideline for 66 yards to make it 42-7. And then he found Jackson for 20 yards to make it 49-7. That was with 20 seconds left in the second half. So we have lost Jim's microphone, I believe. Is that right? We still do not have Jim Ballard. So we're going to take a timeout here. We're coming up on the start of the third quarter. It will be Massillon ball to start. We will have a running clock to start the second half. So come on back. We'll have the final home stretch of this game in just a moment. You're watching high school football here on the home of the Tigers, MCTV.
It's all good at Lobie's Irish Pub and Grill. Good friends, good atmosphere, good food, good service, good spirits, good times. It's always all good at Lobie's Irish Pub and Grill in the Irish Square Plaza near the corner of Hills and Dales and Wales Road, across from the Progressive dealerships.
All right, we are back here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. Beautiful night here on this November evening, the 7th of November. Started this night at about 54 degrees. I think we have not dropped too far. It's been a fairly dry evening after we had some rain in the forecast all week, but that has turned off to be a non-factor. Don't know if we can hear Jim Ballard. Have we tested it out? Yeah, he's trying, but we don't have it. I'm sure that our crew will swing into action here and see if we can get Jim back up and running. Waiting on the Vikings to finish up their stretching for the start of the third quarter. Again, we'll keep you updated as long as we're on the air on the DeSales-Ashland game. That will be the deciding factor for the site of next week's game. An Ashland upset would send them here to take on the Tigers. A DeSales win, and they are the higher seed, they would host, if they advance, they would host the Tigers next Friday night in a 7 o'clock game down in Columbus. So all of that is yet to be determined. Once you get past next week, all the games go to neutral sites. So essentially, if DeSales wins over Ashland tonight, this will be the final game of the season here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. Counting down the final seconds here of our halftime break. We appreciate you bearing with us here, so we're trying to get Jim Ballard back on for his analysis and commentary. Massillon Tigers Athletics would like to thank the DAV number 38 of Massillon, Bender's of Massillon, the official chicken wing of the Tigers, Friends and Family Credit Union, and Eagles 190 of Massillon, the official event center of the Massillon Tigers. Appreciate all of those great sponsors of Massillon Washington High School athletics. We will have a running clock, 12 to start, and it will keep on running. Maybe Jim can just write us some messages and I'll relay them. Jim says that was a nice play. Onside kick for Hoover, and it's bouncing around. It is loose, and the Vikings go for the onside kick. I think the Tigers came out of there with it. Braylon Gamble maybe came up with the ball. So they did try the onside kick. Why not? Tigers will take over at the 45-yard line. We'll keep an eye on the personnel. Well, in my opinion, Jim Ballard has never sounded better. Tigers bring out the starters here. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of substitutions as this game moves along. I believe that was Xavier Owens carrying straight ahead. Great to see him back and healthy. 2 big touchdowns in the first half. And we're off and running here in the third quarter.
By a host of Vikings.
So we'll have to do some quick math. I will get Jim's share of the second half based on doing the game by myself. So I'm sure he'll be cool with that, right? He says he is, yes. Himes in at fullback. Patterson and Owens in the backfield. 3 receivers set. The Tigers letting the play clock roll down. Running play up the middle with Owens. Gets into Hoover territory at the 44-yard line. That'll be good for a first down. Tackled by Jake Lukens, the sophomore, will linebacker for the Vikings. They've had a tremendous year at 9-2. Their season is going to end tonight here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. Already 2 minutes gone by here in the third quarter. Snap goes to Patterson. There's Xavier. Bouncing off tackles. Stutter step move at the 35. Got to the 30 and then out of bounds. So Owens running strong to the right. We'll see it on our MCTV replay. Obviously, at this point, the Tigers just want to get everybody through this game healthy. Great playoff debut this evening. Play clock is running at 15. We're approaching the 9-minute mark here. Ashland has fought back. Still 3:31 to go in the third quarter of that game. And DeSales leads 23-21. Again, if an Arrows win is the final, we'd be right back here next Friday. Again, we're having some trouble with Jim's microphone. And we're attempting to get that corrected. How about now, Jim?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Old Dave has the magic touch.
Appreciate that.
Hey, great to have you back, partner.
You know, a little TV timeout. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? Got put in the corner?
No,
it's a 20-minute timeout.
Yeah. We're going to see this last play. This is my first time seeing it.
Color just running, or excuse me, not Color, McMullen just running through tacklers.
Big 1-2 punch tonight. McMullen and Owens. Definitely not something unusual. There, Owens is bottled up. Nice penetration there by the Hoover defensive line. Jake Lukens got in there and helped blow that play up. 7:32 and counting. So this game obviously being shown on a tape delay basis, so everybody probably knows all the scores by now, Jim, and what the outcome will be, but we're on pins and needles looking at that Ashland and DeSales game.
Yeah, really hoping we get to do another game next week, partner.
They sling it out to the far side. Nice move. I believe that is Thigpen, who caught it, made a man miss, and rumbles in from 16 yards. His second touchdown. Look at that move.
Again, it was just a smoke screen. Again, getting the ball into the flat with a soft corner. Thigpen with the ability to run around and through this North Canton Hoover defense. These corners just having an absolute nightmare of a night.
16 yards for Manny Patterson to Jadis Thigpen. 7 plays, 55 yards. 4:55 on the running clock. Tigers getting a couple subs in on the PAT kicking team. Landon Hose rushes on Logan Allman comes off. Thigpen a 2-touchdown night. He made a great move to get open. Herrera kicks it through. That'll make it 56-7. Tigers extend the lead. We'll be right back with more third quarter action from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium.
Serving our community since 1960, Buell and Oliveri Insurance is large enough to meet all of your insurance needs, yet small enough to know you personally. We take pride in having several insurance carriers, including Grange Insurance, that we can match you with to provide you the most complete coverage and the best rates. If you're tired of lower service and higher premiums, give Buell and Oliveri Insurance a call today and let our experienced agents and staff give you the professional attention you deserve.
56-7 now after the Tigers march downfield. Jadis Thigpen with the catch and run for the score. And the Tigers continue to roll along here. David Wilson, Jim Ballard, and right now the Tigers just playing some of their best football. Of course, the score is lopsided, but you go back to a number of plays in that first half, Jim, that stood out. I keep thinking of the pick six, and then the
fourth down stop by Maxheimer.
No
on
question
4th and inches.
Yeah, that was a big one, and they scored immediately. And then the block punt by Zayshawn Murray set up a touchdown.
Also, the decision by Collins not to throw the ball away and to try to run, lost a couple yards, put him back behind the chains, which led to that interception on the quarterback throwback.
Kickoff brought back across the 20 by Jack Andes, playing in his final high school game. Andes just had a terrific year. Over 1,200 combined yards running and receiving.
Looking forward to that baseball season. As I said, Jack Andes is a stud baseball player. You see the speed on the gridiron. Imagine what he does around those bases and his ability to track balls in the outfield. Andy's a superior baseball player. Great program. Led over there by Brian Ashby. His son Connor playing baseball over Kent State University. Younger son over at the Mount Union University, getting some burn at wide receiver and kick returner.
Pass caught near the 28-yard line. Tigers get in there to blow that play up. Chase White was in there. Culler got there as well to help out. Running clock, 4:14 to go third quarter. Tigers up big and moving on in the playoffs. Tigers offensive line tonight has been stellar.
Comes Jaden Williams off the edge, beat the left tackle. Slipped him inside.
He just caught him from behind and brought him down. We'll see it right there.
Beat Jack Zarko, the Miami commit, to the inside. If you're left tackle, you cannot allow a defender, a linebacker, or a DN to beat you to the inside. Quickest route to the quarterback. Got to force him to the outside and allow the quarterback to step up underneath it. Jaden Williams with too much speed off that edge. Indiana commit, number 2 team in the country. Oh, what a move by Williams.
Collins over the middle. Pass was caught by Andes. And he got to the 39-yard line, which I think will get him a first down.
Watch the move he makes. Steps to the outside, slips him inside. Boom. Again, beats Zarko to the inside.
Isaac Maxheimer on the stop for Massillon, Washington. Under 3 to go now in the third quarter. This one will be put to bed early. Deep ball, and it's picked off. Tigers have another interception. This will be their third of the night, brought back to the 40-yard line. And that is the second pick of the night for Noah Jenkins.
Tried to throw a hole shot, missed to the outside. Safety again, just reading his eyes. Collins just locking in on his receiver. Massillon safety's playing deep and high over the top, not allowing anything to get behind him, just playing center field. clock continues to run, and this one is just getting uglier by the minute.
Well, great job by Jenkins just to kind of roam back there and pick it off. He had the pick 6 earlier in the ball game. That was at the 3:11 mark of the first quarter when he returned 25 yards for a touchdown. So 2 picks on the night. Tigers have it back. I think Eli Moore checked in at quarterback there. Handed the football off. Ball might have come out. Recovered by the Vikings, but they say it's recovered. So that was a fumble. I'm trying to pick up who the ball carrier was there. Number 3.
It's like color.
I believe it was Sebastian Harper if it was number 3. So he lost the ball. And so the defense back on the field with the clock running at 1:17 in the third quarter. Turnover. Tigers.
The fumble was caused by number 9, senior Chase Lukens, 6'1", 200, senior from his weak side will linebacker position.
Andis met at 35, push back. Under a minute to go third quarter. You feel for the Hoover seniors. It's always emotional to play your final high school football game. You know, I was reading a post from a player, I think from another team. I can't remember the team, Jim, but he said, you know, if you play other sports, if you're a baseball player, you can get in an adult baseball league, or you can play softball. You can play pickup basketball if you played basketball in high school once your career is over. But if you're a high school football player, there's a ball stripped away and recovered by Jaden Williams. He took it right away from Chris Carter. That'll get us to the end of the third quarter.
Just a little slant route. Williams reaching that left arm out, ripping the ball out. Looked like it was secured, but you see the strength of Williams on the forced fumble and fumble recovery.
All right, that's the end of the third quarter. We'll continue that thought in a minute. We'll come right back for fourth quarter play-by-play. 56-7 Tigers.
Doring Vision Center is a primary care optometry clinic located in downtown Massillon. We have an optical department with a wide variety of eyeglass frames. From budget packages to designer brands, we have it all. Doring Vision Center uses the latest technology and fit all types of contact lenses. We treat eye disease conditions and will take emergency eye visits. Most insurances are accepted and same-day appointments may be available. Doring Vision Center. See our offices in Massillon or New Philadelphia.
Fourth quarter, Tigers ball, 56-7, running clock, blowout for the Tigers tonight. But Jim, we were just talking about the careers of these seniors coming to an end for Hoover, and I was talking about a post that I saw where you can get involved in other sports. You can play tennis later in life, golf, of course, basketball, softball. If you're a high school football player and you are not going on to play college, when your final senior season is over, that's probably the last time you're ever going to put pads on. Last time you'll ever play football again, and it's pretty emotional.
Yeah, it certainly is. You know, you're just hoping that you can wear those pads a little bit longer. And there's another smoke screen out to number 23 for Massillon.
That is Benny Anthony with his second catch of the season. Benny Anthony, the senior.
Great block by number 4, Van Hawkins. Again on the smoke screen, pounding the ball in the flat, forcing these Hoover corners to get off blocks and tackle. You know, we talk about the speed of the receivers, but if you're gonna throw that amount of screens, which Massillon has done all night long, you have to have a wide receiver core that gets it done blocking, and Massillon's receivers have been able to do that.
Moore hands it off to Harper. Dragged down at about the 31-yard line. Running clock, fourth quarter, 56-7 Tigers. They will be moving on in the playoffs, on to round 3. Although this is just their opener tonight after the bye week. First year we've had the byes in the playoffs, Jim. I think certainly the teams that got those top 4 spots, they enjoyed the extra prep time and chance to get healthy. It certainly has benefited the Tigers, and I think there's no question about that. Eli Moore fires a screen pass to the far side. Flag is out.
Just as soon as I'm propping up Massillon's receivers on what a great job they've done blocking, gosh darn it, when they do, they get a penalty and a hold on the edge.
Benny Anthony again, the receiver. Here we're talking about the bye helping players to get healthy. And I think we saw that in the very first quarter with Xavier Owens, the guy who really needed that week off the most, barrels in for a couple of touchdowns.
Yeah, he played hard against McKinley.
Sure
as
did.
he said, he had 121 yards rushing, but they were a tough 121. Physical game. McKinley did a great job, trying to contain him. You weren't going to shut him down completely, but, no question that Owens needed that week off, and boy, did he look good tonight.
Here's Moore. Dangerous pass to the flat. I think it was incomplete. He's looking for Joe Pierce.
Just a little bit late on that. Looked like Eli couldn't get the grip on the ball. That's the one thing that's tough about throwing quick game. You might not always get the seams. You got to kind of just throw it when you get it. Let's set up a 3rd and 13.
DeSales up by 5 on Ashland. They have 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, so still within 1 score. Anybody's ball game.
Dead ball, false start on the offense, 5 yards, 3rd down.
Under 9 to go. Jim will be giving some thought to his Massillon Tigers player of the game selection, brought to you by Liberty Ford of Canton. It's still to come. You've got a lot of choices tonight to think about. Multiple touchdowns by a number of players. Great contributions. A couple of picks by Noah Jenkins, including a pick 6. Tigers with Sebastian Harper rumbling ahead. Got a lot of the penalty yardage back and is down at the 31-yard line.
It's a little swing route. Basically just a sweep run game into the flat. Eli Moore delivering a nice accurate pass. It's a layup. It's an easy pass to complete, but you still got to throw it catchable so that the wide receiver running back catches it in stride, so he has the ability to take time and be able to make a move and more time to see what kind of move he's going to make.
JT Gregory made the stop. It is 4th down for the Tigers at the 31-yard line. Eli Moore back to throw. Fires a pass. It's caught at the 21. Good for a 1st down. That is Joseph Pierce making his first varsity catch.
Ball right on time. 1, 2, 3. Hitch, ball out. Great timing. Eli Moore. So proud of Eli. Started work with him 5 years ago at Ballard Quarterback Academy. Coach Moore told me, he's like, I don't know what he's going to be, but I want him involved in the game. And man, he's worked so hard over the last 4 years to put himself in a position to be the backup quarterback and to get some reps and to look good. And man, when you first saw him, you're kind of like, I don't know. But, the kid worked hard and does everything coach has asked, plays special teams.
Sebastian Harper running hard to the 10. That's an 11-yard pickup.
It's good to see some of these younger players from Massillon getting some burn. Get some reps, get some confidence. You never know when your number's going to be called. Injuries do happen.
Harper is a junior, 5'10", 195.
It's been a great run by this Hoover team. Won a lot of close games. Pretty heavy with their seniors. Whole offensive line, but one guy, Parker Solosky, is going to graduate.
Harper bottled up that time. Still managed to get maybe a yard. We're at 6 minutes to go now in the fourth quarter with this running clock. Tackle by Carson Dungan, the defensive end. His 25th tackle of the year. Tigers took control of this game at the 5:07 mark of the first quarter on Owen's second touchdown of the game, and they have never looked back after that. They led 21-7 after one quarter and 49-7 at the half. 56-7 right now. Second down, goal to go. Moore turns the corner. Flag out, and he gets run out of bounds. That'll leave the Tigers at 3rd and goal inside the 5, but we'll see what the penalty is. Looks like it's a hold.
Going to get a hold on the left tackle right there with the grab on number 40 and the pull down right in front. Threw the flag right at him to let him know, son, that's
Holding
on you.
Offense number 72, 10 yards, second down.
That's Landon Barnhart, 6'1", 270-pound junior. Eli Moore running the zone read and collapse, made the right read. Left tackle with the hold and push him back a little bit, which is good because Eli's probably like, man, we got a penalty. Guess what we're going to do? We might get to throw the ball a little bit.
Back now to the 19-yard line, prime throwing position. He's back to throw. There it goes over the middle. Nice catch. Down to the 10-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 10. That was brought in by Van Hawkins, the junior, his first catch.
Great read by Eli Moore. They blitzed the linebacker, threw it to the dead spot. Good recognition by the senior quarterback. Good job by the offensive line, giving them just enough time. Massillon taking their time for a little over 4 minutes left, partner. Fingers and toes crossed that Ashland pulls off a victory.
They are battling down there against the number 2 seed. Moore in the pocket, takes off running, gets to the 5, and he will go in. Touchdown. 11-yard run, Eli Moore.
Man, that one's got to feel good. Good for you, Eli.
Eli Moore runs it in. That will cap the night, 62-7.
That will be the exclamation point and then some.
I believe that is still Herrera who's going to come out. 11 plays, 45 yards. In fact, that is a new kicker. That's Corsail. Greg Corsail will try and kick this one through. And he missed the extra point. They settled for 6 at 62-7.
62-0 run by Massillon. Have you ever done a game where the team scored 7
I don't think so,
and then
Jim.
a 60 burger? Unbelievable.
Down 7-0 within 1 minute of the game, and then after that, just total masterclass by the Tigers.
You know, if you're going to lose a game, you know, it's like we played in the state championship game my senior year in baseball, and we get beat 20-6, right? I mean, we know that if we play that team 10 times, we're probably going to get beat 9. We might squeak one out if we play the perfect game, even then. If Hoover goes on to play the perfect game one time, I still don't think they beat Massillon. And, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, you can walk away from this game, basically got your ass kicked, and so you know what?
Yeah.
Flat out, they were just better than us, as opposed to, you know, it's 21-18 or 21-17, and you can go back and forth on 6 or 7 plays. I wish I would have called this. I wish I would have thrown this instead of this. And, you know, as you said, a masterclass by Massillon. Offensively and defensively, the defense got it going early with the 2 turnovers that they converted into 14 quick points. You know, they were able to block a punt, you know, get a quick touchdown before half to get the ball to start the second half. And, you know, what a great job. And Hoover had it going the first two drives. They were really moving the ball. And Massillon looked a little off balance and, you know, looked like they just didn't have a lot of answers. And Massillon went back to the drawing board, made some adjustments defensively early in the second half or first half. And offense, you know, we knew the offense was going to score, especially if Hoover stayed back in that cover 3 zone. Manny Patterson did a great job of very simply taking what the defense gave him. Xavier Owens and McMullen, you know, with a 1-2 punch in the run game. offensive line, getting it done, and it's just been all Tigers.
Manny Patterson with 270 passing yards in the ball game. Now, some of those were catches and long runs by the receivers, but incredible night for him. 270 yards, 210 yards rushing for the Tigers. We have 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. All that's left tonight is for the swing band to come back out for their post-game performance. Running play in between the tackles. The Vikings start from the 20. They will finish at 9-3. With a playoff win this year under Brian Baum, and losing a great senior quarterback and great athlete in Jack Andes, quarterback John Collins. Tigers will win their 28th consecutive game against a Stark County opponent. Running play, flags flying everywhere. I see about 3 flags coming in. I got to believe a face mask is in our future.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense, 15 yards, first down.
1 minute to go, Jim, and the report from Greg Wilson is that Ashland has taken a 29-26 lead. That game is in the fourth quarter.
I believe it's under 5 minutes.
Probably,
last I heard. Players of the game, a tough one because everybody played extremely well. Manny Patterson, 12 for 13, or excuse me, that was after 3. Giorgio Jackson had a big game.
He sure did. Tell you what, Jim, the Tigers did a great job exploiting what the defense was giving them. Those short passes to the flats, giving receivers room to work, and it just worked to perfection tonight, including some big breakaways for touchdowns. That's going to be at final seconds are ticking away in this playoff matchup, and the Tigers prevail over the Hoover Vikings in impressive fashion here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. Handshakes beginning at midfield, and the fireworks going off overhead. Crowd showing their appreciation on this warm November evening. Your final score, the Massillon Tigers 62, the North Canton Hoover Vikings 7. We'll have a wrap-up on tonight's coverage when we come right back after this timeout on WHS-TV and MC-TV, the home of the Tigers.
Most of us are engaged with the internet in one way or another every day. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, engaged. MC-TV cares about keeping you engaged, no matter what's thrown your way. Need an upgrade? Choose from a range of reliable options, including whole home Wi-Fi. MC-TV. We go the extra smile.
Back one final time here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium, 62-7. The Tigers roll here. Time for our player of the game selection. It's brought to you by Liberty Ford of Canton. And Jim, the floor is yours.
I think I'm going to give it to Manny Patterson. You know, almost a perfect night. Haven't seen the final stats, but he, 1 point was 12 for 13. 2 touchdowns. Giorgio Jackson was probably a 1B as far as player of the game goes. He had a great game. Offensive line did a nice job opening holes and giving time, and it was just complete domination by the Massillon Tigers. Manny Patterson, player of the game. Congratulations, son.
Yeah, very difficult to overlook Patterson, who was just in control of the game all night long, had plenty of targets, but just a magnificent performance by the junior quarterback with those great passes to Thigpen, and also the one to Jackson in the back corner of the end zone I thought was just a terrific throw.
Certainly was. It was a go route in the back corner of the end zone, and you know, Giorgio Jackson able to get those toes down. I mean, here's the thing. One, he's really good at tracking the ball. Two, he's got big hands and long arms, but to be able to throw those paws on it and still have the wherewithal, realizing you're running out of real estate to get those two feet in bounds when you only need one. I mean, one heck of a play. And I've said this, numerous games. He is going to be the next big-time receiver that comes out of Massillon. I think he's got a handful of offers right now. I was actually texting earlier today with Hoover grad Austin Appleby, who's over at Purdue, and I'm like, listen, man, if you don't offer Xavier Owens and Giorgio Jackson, you are missing the boat. Wisconsin's already got an offer on Owens, so we'll see and wait and see what happens. But they're definitely on the radar, and Massillon is rolling. And let's go Ashland tomorrow and tonight.
4 touchdown passes for Manny Patterson this evening as the players and cheer squad and the band perform the alma mater. And what a celebration it is tonight as the Tigers win it 62-7. Greg, do we have one final update? Massillon hoping to play here at home as we will leave the air here on our delayed broadcast. Ashland is leading in that game 29-26 with 4:08 to go. So, Jim, we'll have to leave it in suspense. I'm sure the fans watching on MCTV on Saturday will already know what we don't know now, but we are hoping to be back. It would be great to do at least one more game with you, partner.
Yeah, it certainly would. It's been so fun these last couple of years, and I feel like we've been doing this for 10 years, and you make my job so easy. Great job by our crew down in the truck, which does a great job of coming into the booth, getting us our replays when we need to. The production has been so outstanding. We went through some things last year with a different company, and you know what? All we've done is gotten better, and I want to thank all the Massillon fans out there. If we don't do another game, I was actually at Fresh Time the other day. A guy walked out, and then he ended up walking back in because he heard me talking, and he's like, "Are you Jim Ballard?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "I knew that was you because I listened to your broadcast." The guy's name is DeJuan Turpin. Terp, if you're out there watching, man, right. Much love. He's the uncle of color. So we ended up talking for about 15 minutes, had a chance to talk to him and, listen to what he has to say about our broadcast and how we deliver it and bring it. I hope you guys at home know how much we love doing these games, and we try to make it entertaining and help educate you about some of the things maybe that you don't know about football from my perspective as a quarterback and an NFL player, college Hall of Famer and all that. And Dave the Pro, who's been doing games since NOM, maybe even WW2. But we thank you guys all for tuning in and letting us entertain you each and every Friday.
It's great to hear from the fans. And, Jim, I echo your thoughts on our great crew, Bill DeWald and Jason Rock, always doing a great job, and all the students who participate with WHS-TV. We appreciate all the great support, and we'll just hope for the best that we get back here for one more game next Friday night. So, Jim, great job, partner. We'll see you very soon, I hope.
Me too.
All right, that will wrap it up. Special thanks to Greg Wilson, our spotter, doing a great job helping us tonight. And again, all of our crew led by Bill DeWald and Jason Rock. For Jim Ballard, David Wilson now saying congratulations to the Tigers, a 62-7 victory. They move on in the Division II OHSAA playoffs. This has been a presentation of WHS-TV, Massillon Washington High School, and Massillon Washington Athletics.
This is the world today. Live your life engaged. MCTV delivers innovative technology backed by superior customer service to keep you engaged with family and friends, school, fun, and the outside world. We provide reliable internet, home cable service, phone and home security that keep your life engaged, no matter what's thrown your way. MCTV, we go the extra smile.